It's a Saturday morning. You wake up, you pour yourself a cup of coffee, you have two hands clasped to the cup. It's snowing outside. God damn, it's a good day to write a damn movie, maybe even a novel. But then, you go to write it, and you don't know what to write about. Hey guys, welcome to another Tuesday Tips, and today we're going to be talking about writer's block. It's annoying, and you know when it comes, it's going to totally black you out for like the next freaking month while you're trying to write, and the harder you fight it, the worse it's going to get. So this is going to be a pretty quick video. I've been using a method for the past couple years because the more consistent and the more videos I put up on YouTube, the harder it is to actually just come up with ideas on the spot. So I like to call this method the one thing method. Horrible name, I don't care. Maybe I use this method to create the name of it. I don't know. So pretty much what you're going to do with this method is you're going to choose one random thing. Okay? I'll choose this computer. Oh, you can't see it, but there's a desktop there. Okay? So you choose one item, one concept, one thing. I'm going to choose this computer. Doesn't matter what it is. Look around your house right now. Pick something with me. Did you pick something out of your room? Maybe you're sitting in a public place. I don't know where you are, but you pick one thing. I'm going to use this desktop. Now, what are you doing on the desktop? Just think of something. Am I surfing the web? Am I, let's see, maybe I'm downloading programs. Let's do this. I'm hacking. Okay, so now I'm hacking on the desktop. What am I hacking? Maybe I want to do government files, okay? Maybe I'm hacking into the government. Maybe I'm hacking into school to change my grades. But we're hacking Facebook, okay? And then you just keep doing what ifs. The point is not to get gold. When you do this, you're not gonna write the next Jurassic Park. What the goal of this is to pretty much, you start a concept and you keep adding on to it, and then at the end, I've used this method on movies, and I've actually wrote a whole movie out of the one thing method, and then by the end of it, I took the one thing method out of it. I had my concept, I had what I wanted to do, but I didn't really care about the item I picked. I had no reason for my story anymore. But the point was, it started in me to actually continue, actually touch the pen to paper, because the biggest thing with writer blocks is if you sit there and you try to fight it, it will just get worse. I've wasted 2 weeks because I had writer block. That could have been 2 weeks of videos right there. So you have to just, I think the one thing method's better than the other methods, because you're not trying to meditate, you're not trying to calm the mind down. In fact, you're actually trying to just push through it right off the bat. Now, I have had really great movies come out of, you know, doing the one thing method, grabbing an item, going for it. Next thing I know, I make comedy, if you guys, you know, haven't checked out the channel. And next thing you know, I'm laughing every line I write. So that might work for you, but if it doesn't produce gold, it's fine. That's the point of it. It's just to start something. Whether you take the item out after, maybe you go back, you start doing fine details, give it some better twist endings, better beginning intro, maybe have a better conflict in the middle, you know, but it starts you with something. Big thing about it is it's just plain fun. I won't lie, start doing this everywhere you go. Take something, you see a car drive by, turn that into a story. You're gonna realize it's actually extremely fun. It's not a stressful way to get rid of the writer's block, because most likely, most of the things you're gonna say, you're gonna laugh your balls off, because you're just gonna make the weirdest stories ever, like a Quentin Tarantino type movie, and you're like, what's going on throughout this movie? We'll say, for movie makers out there, a lot of my movies came from, instead of picking an item, I picked an effect. So I would Google how to do a new effect. I want to learn. It's a good way to learn. So I would pick something, I think, oh, I messed around with the liquefy tools, I expanded the eyes, made a smile. I'm like, okay, what do I turn it into? Well, it kind of looks like an emoji, but emojis are fun. Is there a way I could difference this? I mean, do the opposite of it. So I came up with the movie Killer Emojis. And pretty much, you know, it was just humans being taken over by emojis, their faces would morph, and it'd be creepy as hell. Actually, I'll put the link here, it's an old video, but it would show you a good example how the one thing method turned just a random effect I seen a tutorial on it, and then I just went for it. It wasn't a tutorial on that, it was just to use the tools, but same thing. Maybe you use like the schizo effect with it, like the head splits apart or whatever. That makes a good schizophrenic movie. Maybe you hop onto something like that. Stupid comparison of the day. Okay, so pretty much this is the way I look at the one thing method. The way I broke it down. If you were gonna make dinner for yourself right now, you would probably know what you're about to cook. Let's say you were gonna make spaghetti and meatballs. You wouldn't grab the beef, start patting it, and you're like, wait a second, meatballs. Hold on. Sauce. Tomatoes. Grab that, throw that in there. Wait a second. One more step above. Pasta. Whew. That's not how you make dinner. What you do is we're like programmed to think of the end product first. We always think, well, we're gonna make spaghetti meatballs, then we take the steps to complete that project. So the way I look at it is, we always want that, but in movie writing, there's too much going on to say, let's figure out the end product right off the bat. So this is just a good way to give you a semi-end product that you can build off of. Because let's say if you want to make meatballs, see, that's a start at least, because now you know you're gonna make meatballs. So you make the meatballs. Okay, well, I don't want meatball subs. You know, I'm a pasta eater. So then you throw that. Now you got spaghetti meatballs, but you started off with a concept. So once again, I would like to do the transition to this stupid comparison of the day. Alright guys, thanks for sticking through that horrible comparison, and don't ever tell someone that because they're gonna laugh at you and punch you in the face. But anyway, if you liked the video, smash that like button, choke the shit out of that subscribe button, it means a lot when you do that. If you have any tips of your own, definitely leave them down in the comment. I want to build up my arsenal too. Listen, writer block still comes, even with this one thing method, sometimes you get so blocked in writer's block that everything becomes a mess. So leave your tips down there, help the community, help me out, and until next time guys, peace!